Hello Unisport fam, and welcome back to another 7MLC shooting tutorial. And today we're going to be working on one of the most difficult techniques in football, the bicycle kick. So when a bicycle kick is scored, it's usually one of the most amazing sights in football. And because of the complexity of the technique, if it does hit the back of the net, it's usually shown all over the world. And the circumstance where a bicycle kick might occur is when a player is running into the box anticipating a cross, and the ball actually ends up going high and behind the player, so they have to turn round with their back to goal, and it's too high for them to head or too high for them to take down on their chest and volley, so they have to hit it first time out of the air. So they drive up into the air, their foot comes up and they're kicking it over their head, and usually it surprises the goalkeeper. So let's break down the step-by-step tutorial of a bicycle kick. Now, the first thing to bear in mind, this is kind of a mini tip, is just having the courage to do it. Of course, anytime you throw yourself up in the air and land down on your back or your side, it's not going to be the most comfortable feeling in the world, so you can be a little bit afraid, and that's instinctive and that's natural, but we can work on a few ways to cushion our fall, which we will talk about later on in the video. And make sure you bear in mind that these top-level players are doing it in the midst of a professional match, their adrenaline's running, and the reward is greater than the risk. The chances of them scoring a goal is worth taking that risk of maybe getting a little bit of a painful side or a painful back for a few days after completing the bicycle kick. So the first tip I'm going to give you is to make sure you're driving up in the air off of your kicking foot. So for me, that's my right foot. So we want to have a nice powerful jump into the air. So how we do that is we plant our foot and then we spring up off of our toes. And as we spring up, our opposite leg to our kicking foot drives up as well. You want to use your arms as well. Get a nice purchase on the ground, drive into the air, because that's going to give you that height. And as you're doing that, you want to lean back at the same time. So you're not driving up straight, but you're kind of leaning back and then driving up so that your body starts to land towards the earth. That's going to be a lot easier to swing your leg over your head. The next step is, as you're leaning back and falling, you want to be able to open up your body towards the direction that the cross is going. So for example, if the cross was coming in from this side and I'm kicking it with my right foot, I want to start opening up my body. And because you're going to be in mid-flight at this point, it's quite difficult to be able to twist your body, so you need to use your arms as momentum. So I like to use my left arm and almost make it look like I'm opening a window or something. That's just going to allow me to twist so that opposite leg can come across. You almost want to hit it on the side. It's going to provide a better clean strike on the ball and also a safer landing, so you can extend your arm and cushion your fall. Now, when it comes to striking the ball, you actually want your non-kicking foot to provide the energy for your striking leg to come up and make contact with the ball. So as you're driving into the air, this leg is bent, and then when you're going to swing your kicking leg, you want to drive this non-kicking leg down. And those two actions going against each other creates enough energy to swing the kicking leg through. And you want to be making sure you're striking the ball with your laces. That's going to offer the cleanest connection, so you can generate enough power to beat the goalkeeper. And the final step of a bicycle kick is the follow-through, which is really important for two reasons. The first being the accuracy of the shot, second being the safety in the landing. You want to be able to cushion yourself so that you don't get an injury. So number one is the accuracy, and your main goal with this, no pun intended, is to hit it on frame. So if you can hit the ball towards the goal by swinging your leg in the direction of the frame, it's going to have more chance of going on goal. But also your foot wants to be above the ball if possible. That's going to allow the ball to go downwards. If you hit underneath the ball, it's just going to go up in the air and not challenge the goalkeeper whatsoever. And when it comes to your landing, you want to kick over yourself diagonally. So your leg's going to swing over, usually in the direction the ball's being served into, so that you can come onto your side and then cushion yourself either with your arm or with your leg, so that it makes impact with a bent arm. You don't want to lock your arm out because that could cause an injury to your elbow, so that you're hitting the ground with a bent elbow to cushion your landing before your body hits. So there's a few tips to work on your bicycle kicks. Remember, the most important advice I can give you is just to be courageous. Even though it's going to hurt, you might score the winning goal for your team and you're going to be the hero. But make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more tutorials and training sessions from me. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button by clicking the bubble above my head for Unisport, and also check out the playlist down here. But thanks so much for having me, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.